The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency was established in 1949, then known as the Game and Fish Commission. For over 65 years, we've been on mission to preserve, conserve, manage, protect, and enhance the fish and wildlife of Tennessee. With support of hunters and anglers, we've come a long way since 1949, and now your TWRA is working even harder to enhance your outdoor experiences. A great way to keep up with what's going on is to visit our website at tnwildlife.org or follow us on Facebook at Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, on Twitter at TN Wildlife, on Instagram at TN Wildlife Resources Agency. An even better way is to stay right here for an episode of Tennessee at TN Wildlife, on Instagram WildCast. Join Jason and Doug as they discuss everything outdoors, from the Mississippi River to the Great Smoky Mountains. So now it's time for Tennessee WildCast, live from Studio B at the TWRA headquarters in Nashville. Here are your hosts, Doug and Jason.
All right, Doug, we're live. Can you believe this?
We are giving it a shot, Jason.
Yeah, it's a little clunky right now, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we're saying how nervous should we be about going out on Facebook Live with our show and all the things that are going to happen, and they're all going to happen. So what the heck?
Yeah.
Right?
So we're trying to go Facebook Live, and we are right now. If you're watching
Hello, everybody.
out on Facebook, we're live right now. We're live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
That's why the glitch happened in the music there. I switched over and it bumped it. So anyway.
If we're going to count glitches today, we're going to need a calculator.
Yeah, this will be the show.
So, look, and we're trying to get our guest out here. We're going to introduce our guest in a minute. Nice young man's already in here. He's got an impressive record we're going to talk about. We'll get there in just a minute. He's Cord. I'll go ahead and say, hey, there's Cord.
He's on camera. We've already showed him. There's a close-up.
There's Cord. We'll explain Cord in a minute, let him do his shout-outs and all that. But we are going to be more live with our podcast because we think we have a lot of great folks to talk to here and a lot of folks, sportsmen out there, that will teach all of y'all a lot. The interviews are awesome.
Yeah.
And we need more of you having a chance to hear the interviews and, more importantly, to become a part of the show, to ask questions. And I can tell you right now, Cord Maddox, we're going to talk about his record turkey that's been verified and talk to him as a sportsman. If you got questions for him today, type them into Facebook.
Yeah,
Jason will handle.
I'm going to try to be watching Facebook on my iPad here and get your questions to him. I know a few have come in. We've already got those written down. We're going to ask those, but we got some folks out there that's already said they're going to send some questions. So
yeah, so we're excited about it, and just a great way to talk to folks. Facebook's come a long way, and it's going to be around here for a long time, along with a lot of other social media. And I know when I first started doing Facebook, I thought, what are we doing Facebook for? And what's it? And it's become such a great tool to communicate with. I think it's a wonderful idea. Want to mention a couple of things. Speaking of Facebook, Amy Snyder, Bubba and Amy Spencer, yes, wildlife officers over where Cord's from, generally in the west part of the state, posted a couple of deer fighting last week, a couple of bucks fighting on our Facebook page.
Right.
And I bet it's been seen by more millions than we'll ever know.
Yeah, it's up there, and I was going to try to pull it up and see it, but it was up thousands and thousands, almost a million.
Oh, it's over a million just on our site.
Well, yeah, but
so
yeah, it's awesome.
And anyway, so go check that out. And then Amy this morning posted a snake, a water moccasin, a cottonmouth eating a banded water snake that's as big as the cottonmouth. I don't know how they do that, but all that stuff is fun. We got stuff coming in from all over the state, and if you want to know what's going on with your wildlife everywhere in Tennessee, our Facebook is keep an eye on it.
Already got 5,000 views on that snake video. So
snake video, man, it's some fascinating stuff that goes on there. Speaking of that, we hit the 100,000 follower mark last week, and we told some folks that if you helped us out a little bit, we'd give away some shirts and hats.
Yep.
So we're going to, and then we're going to figure out how to do that even more often. And one of the things, if not seen this before, and I should have started this way, Jason. This is Jason Harmon. I'm Doug Markham, and Cord Maddox is our guest. Lee Wilmot's out taking photographs today with us. But we promised to give away some shirts. And we're going to. Kimberly Mack is going to get a shirt and a hat, and Rodney Ryan Breeny and Barbara Bryan are going to get all, okay? And we'll figure out ways to give out more in the weeks ahead. And thank you for helping us spread the word. So anyway, that's where we are.
Awesome.
That it?
What's next?
Cord.
I'm not sure we're live on Facebook, but we'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay.
Or you want me to check it right now?
I think go check it right now.
All right. Y'all two chat.
I'll talk to Cord. That's part of getting it worked out. Cord, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Huntingdon, Tennessee.
And do you want to say hello to some folks?
Just everybody back home. Hey, no dumb questions, please.
Hey, Jason, you want to do this from the top?
It's already on YouTube. We're live right now.
We are. I'll tell you what, folks on you out there, let's start it again. Let's do it again. It's part of it.
All right, so stop it.
Stop it right now. Yep.
Okay.
Well, this is live, though. We're going to leave that.
Okay, we're going to leave that?
Let's just keep going.
Okay. All right, so we're going to introduce again, right?
Yeah, let's introduce everybody.
All right, listen, I'm Doug Markle, Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. This is Jason Harmon.
Yes.
This is Cord Maddox right here.
Yes, sir.
And Cord is our statewide turkey hunter record as of the last few days ago.
Yes, sir. The typical turkey, that is.
The typical turkey.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's the single beard.
Single beard. Well, I want to get into the story of what happened with you, and we want to take questions today. And in case we're sitting there trying to get this thing up on live on Facebook and figuring out some things we need to do, but we want to take your questions. This is Tennessee WildCast, podcast done by our agency, and we want to make it more interactive. We want to get your questions. If you want to ask Cord questions today about turkey hunting, about fishing, whatever you want, about the bird that this week got verified, or the last few days, as the statewide last week turkey record. Now, he's your man right there. But we got plenty of questions for you, Cord.
Yeah.
All right. And Jason, we want to mention again, we were live to YouTube before we got on Facebook. Want to mention again, there's some great stuff out on our Facebook page. We hit 100,000 followers last week. We wanted to grow. It's a great way for us to share messages with you. And you can go out there and see this cool deer video that Amy and Bubba Spencer posted last week. And then this morning, Amy posted a video of a water moccasin eating a banded water snake, which is pretty cool. So everything looking good?
I'm not seeing it, but I think it's working.
Okay.
I know we're live on YouTube.
All right, well, we'll keep going. Cord?
Yes.
But go ahead and announce those winners again.
Oh, yeah, all right.
So Facebook folks will know.
Facebook folks. Last week we asked you to help us get our word out there a little bit with to help increase followers, to get more people involved with talking with us, and we promised to give away some shirts and hats. So Kimberly Mack and Rodney Ryan Breeding and Barbara Bryan, you all won hats last week and shirts. And Facebook will send you a message, try to get your sizes. Hope we have your sizes, and we'll get it to you. And thank you for your help. And we're going to give away more shirts and hats down the road. And if you come on our show like Cord is, you get one just for being in here, right, Cord?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Cord, do you want to shout out to some of your friends?
No.
You okay?
Everybody back home, yeah.
Yeah, hello, everybody back home. Where is Cord? Where is back home?
It's Huntingdon, Tennessee. It's back west Tennessee.
West Tennessee. And what's the county?
Carroll County.
Carroll County. Now, last year in the spring, I got this text message from I believe it was our officer, or it may have been you first. I'm not sure, but Greg Barker over there.
Yes,
you had
sir.
contacted him.
Yes, sir.
With news that you weren't really expecting. Tell us all about it.
Well, it started out that morning. We got there, a little before sunrise. We got out of the truck and hit a call just to try to see if we could get anything to gobble at us that morning. We ended up hearing it sounded like 2 or 3 birds, so we went and set up on those. We heard them fly off roost, and we could still hear them gobbling. And, that went on for probably 10 or 15 minutes, and it sounded like they were coming towards us. Well, it wasn't probably 5 seconds after we said that. The buddy of mine that was with me, Mr. Travis Ward, he looked at me and said, "Do you see it?" And I said, "No, I don't see it right now." And then I caught a glimpse of a feather of the bird. I was strutting. And I said, all right. It was supposed to be his turn to shoot that day, which is the funny story behind it. And we were sitting there and, just looking at it, and it probably wasn't no later than 10 seconds later, the bird was gone.
Mm-hmm.
It went behind a tree and stood still. We couldn't see it for anything. 5 minutes passed, and it popped back out. And I looked at Travis and said, all right, do you see it? He said, yeah, but I don't have a shot. I said, all right, well, I have a shot. You want me to take it? He said, yeah, go ahead. So I shot it, and it dropped right there. It's probably about 20, 25 yards. And after that, as soon as I shot, those other birds gobbled. So we come to the conclusion that bird never even gobbled. It just snuck in on us, and we just so happened to catch a glimpse of it. So we ended up sitting down again, trying to call those other birds in to hopefully get Travis one. But they never came in. Hens, I guess, carried them off. It's that time of year, so that was it. And we got up finally and walked over towards it and kicked the leaves off the legs and saw the spurs, and we both just looked at each other in awe. We couldn't believe it how big the spurs were, and so I didn't really think it was anything spectacular. I never knew of turkey records, so. And once he told me it was a bird of a lifetime, we kind of decided.
So your friend who let you take the shot, and he's all about helping you out.
And that's what he was saying.
That's a good friend right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he gave up his opportunity there.
Yeah.
He never. The thing is, he never really had the shot on it. He had some small saplings blocking his shot at the head. So I.
And what's Travis's last name?
Ward.
Travis Ward. All right,
yes,
Travis. So you went over there, you saw this bird, you and Travis talked about it, and it's been the last 2 years has been all anything you do out there, what you catch, what you harvest, it's always great.
Oh, yeah.
But we've had a special couple of years in Tennessee where we've had a world record deer taken, now your state record turkey.
Yes, sir.
Largemouth bass record was broken. It goes on and on and on with some of the records that have stood a long time. They got broken. But I want to get to the measurements in a minute and kind of discuss how that's done. But how did you go about making sure or getting the numbers and then finding out it was a state record for sure?
Well, the thing is once Travis said, this is a bird of a lifetime, he said, you're going to get this mounted. And I wasn't thinking of it. As expensive as that stuff cost, I wasn't going to do that. I would just do what I normally do and just cut the spurs off and take the beard off. And but once he said that, I talked to Officer Greg Barker probably the week or two prior about getting some forage seed the TWA was giving out. So I just called him and asked him, how do you score a turkey? Who do I need to call to score a turkey? And he said, well, give me a little bit and I'll call somebody. He said, I know a guy in the NWTL. So we called him, and we ended up meeting up at a grocery store where we were going to weigh the bird. That's where we did all the measurements. And we weighed it on the scale. It had to be on a certified scale.
Certified scale always.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir. So we went to the meat department and put it on a scale, and it ended up, it would have cost you $32. So been expensive Thanksgiving turkey.
That's a big wild turkey because they don't carry around a lot of fat.
But other than that, once we got the measurements, we went back and keyed it all in on the computer. The NWTF, they have a scoring calculator, which you take your spurs, both lengths, and add those together, and then multiply that times 10. And then on your beard, you get your beard length and multiply that by 2.
Glad you can remember all that. Go ahead.
And then you add your total weight.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
all right. And so in the end, there's like Cord is saying, there's the typical scoring, typical bird.
Sir.
All that's added together. What was your final score?
It ended up coming out to 89, 5.62, I believe.
Okay.
Or something. But the NWTF, I may have, they ended up saying it was 89.62.
6.2.
6.2
Okay.
is what the score ended up coming out to.
And that beat the old record by...
It was an 89.5 was the previous.
Wow. I remember Greg talking to Officer Barker over there, and he was really meticulous about scoring. And to remind me of the deer, he really took his time with the scoring and wanted to get. So you guys did pretty good with what y'all came up with.
We actually went back and measured 3 different times just to be certain, because we, this is something that could be, the state record, and we wanted to be sure that we were doing everything correctly. So we ended up measuring it 3 different times and weighed it at 2 different stores.
Okay. Well, Kerry Freeman had asked that question the other day when we posted it, so you see that. And I see the call there.
Yes,
I've
sir.
already had Joy Sweeney this morning. She's our manager. She's our top person in here who manages turkey for us on the statewide level. And she was asking about the call you used. So tell them what call you used.
Well, it was actually Travis who was calling. We went hunting probably the day or 2 before I killed this bird, and he called that day. So I was just going to let him call. You know, it worked the first time, so why not? Why would you want to mess something up that's working already? So he was using a Preston Pittman mouth call.
Famous, yeah.
So Preston's pretty good. Makes pretty good calls and pretty expensive calls. So.
Well, maybe when you tell him your story, he might think about giving you a call or two. He ought to.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be. But anyway, appreciate the questions out there too. And also got it from Scott Hampton. Asked us a question on Facebook. And of course, he said any tips you can give him. I think you answered this, but let's repeat it. How far away were you when you took the bird?
It was probably around 20 yards, say. 25 at max, if that.
Okay, and what county again were you in?
I was in Henry County.
Okay, and we've already had a discussion off air about how specific where you were in Henry County. You were just in Henry County,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. We're going to keep it in Henry County.
What's the county seat of Henry County? Is that Huntingdon?
Paris.
Paris.
I'm from Carroll County. Huntington.
Okay, you're from Carroll County.
Yes,
all right, so you were across county
yes,
when you were doing
yes,
that. Do you manage a lot for turkeys, or do you just have a plot that you go to?
Well, we have a farm there in Henry County, and it's managed pretty well. There's not very many people who hunt or allowed to hunt there, and we have row crop, and we have also CRP ground, so that's really well keeping a population of birds and deer especially too.
Cord, you're a good young hunter. I can tell by looking at your other photos and just talking to you for a few minutes. You just graduated from UT Martin.
Yes, sir.
With ag business.
Past December. Yes,
Past
sir.
December. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
It's a great school for a lot. We get a lot of our wildlife officers that go on through that come from UT Martin and their program over there. What do you do for a living?
I'm a crop adjuster.
Okay.
I work crop insurance. So.
All right. So you're just in
agricultural field.
Does that
yes,
mean
sir.
you stay in your county, or do you go all over the place?
I cover pretty much all of West Tennessee. We have, I think there's 4 or 5 of us adjusters. We cover all of West Tennessee.
Okay, so you got right out of college, you're already going right at it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you're a good sportsman, and you go crappie fishing, you get a limit. You go bass fishing, you catch a big bass. You go turkey, you kill a record turkey. And other, it wasn't just, and that wasn't the only turkey you got. You bagged out, didn't you?
Yes, sir. It actually was the opening weekend of turkey season, opening week. Me and the buddy that went with me, we were actually talking, and neither one of us had good luck. I know the opening day, I had 4 birds roosted right above me, and they flew down in the woods, and I sat there and watched them cross the road about 70 yards and went over to the farm next to me, and I heard a shot. So that ruined my opening day, and same thing happened the next day. So I was just in the wrong place, and I think the second week of the season, me and Travis got together, and we said, 2 bad lucks surely will make a good luck one. So we ended up going together, and we ended up killing one the first time we went together. So we was like, all right, I guess we were right.
Got the pattern down now.
We had got it down, and then we ended up, I limited out in the second week of season. I killed all 4 of my birds that second week. So.
You got it over with. Now, when you do that, a lot of folks do that, and obviously you're good to do that. You keep hunting, you take others to keep going. And
me and Travis, we went back and we got him. He killed another one, then he ended up limiting out, and I think the week prior or the week after. But I didn't really go back and hunt much after, like I guess I should have. Should have took some more people.
Well, that's all right. There's still fishing to do, right?
Oh, yeah,
Get over it, go catch you a crappie. Where do you fish for crappie?
We went to the Tennessee River, fished mainly out of the Camden area and the Johnsonville area.
And had a good year?
We did. We caught. We had a few days where we caught our limits. Whenever it was 20 or 30 a person, we had a day. I think we limited out.
Okay.
2 or 3 of it.
Right before all that came into effect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And I know a lot of folks are thinking, what did Cord do with that wild turkey, that state record? What did you do with it?
Well, it's actually being mounted right now by Mr. John Bird out of Bird's Only Taxidermy in Dixon, Tennessee.
In Dixon.
He's spectacular with the work he does.
When you finally get it done, will you text us a photo and let us put it on Facebook, let everybody see what it looks like?
He actually told me he's going to do competitions with it. So it'll be at the NWTF convention here in Nashville.
Oh, great.
Next year. He's going to put it in the competition there.
A lot of talent out there. You got some questions for Cord?
Not right now.
All right.
You're asking pretty much all of them, I believe.
Yeah, well, we're trying to, as we're saying.
Yeah, we're trying something
new
today.
And we're gonna try to get more of your questions off of Facebook.
Trying to do the Facebook thing. I'm just not having any luck seeing it right now. Maybe user error. It could be we're not live. I don't know, but I know we're live on YouTube right now.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. We appreciate our YouTube folks. And what we'll do with Facebook, if Cord will allow us, we'll take a break here in a minute. and check it and maybe do this a second time just out there for the Facebook folks.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cord, you
Yeah.
got time for that kind of stuff?
Yes, sir. That'd
All
be
right.
good.
Good deal. You sure you don't want to say hello to some folks out there? You got time?
Well, I better say hi to my girlfriend before she gets mad at me.
What's her name?
Holly Potts.
Holly. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Holly. Hello
And
to
my
Holly.
parents and all that. So.
Yeah, don't leave the parents out now.
Yeah, gotta put the parents in.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's take a break, and let's see what we can do with the Facebook thing. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And I appreciate all of our YouTube folks. Again, we're going to do more live stuff in the future. We're going to get this all worked out.
Yeah, we're gonna work the kinks out and make this a smooth experience for everybody.
I hope
Maybe.
so. We will get it worked out. Jason always figures out this stuff.
We'll figure it
Sometimes
out.
it takes a little bit longer, but it's the whole idea of trying to get y'all more active with us, too. We want y'all asking questions, and we want to find good sportsmen like Cord is and get them in here more often. Cord, we really appreciate you driving in all the way to come over here.
Yes,
today,
sir.
too. Okay.
My
Bear
pleasure.
with
Thank
us
y'all
a few
for having
minutes.
me.
You're
Yes, sir.
welcome. All right, we'll be right back. If you want to watch us on Facebook, we're going to have that figured out in just a few minutes.
Yeah,
we'll be right back.
and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And look at our website, tnwildlife.org. There's always good information out there.
Always.
So,
Lots of good shows still out there.
all right.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thank y'all.